Good afternoon everyone and a very warm welcome to another episode of MSFS Flights in 2024. So today we are back at Alicante airport in Spain. Apologies for the noise, the aircraft just taxiing to stand as we speak. We're back in the Jet2 A321 by the Fenix team and doing a short flight. It's not really a short flight, it's a 2-hour 41-minute flight back to Gatwick. So there is some ATC on at Gatwick at the moment. We've also got some ATC on around this area as well, so hopefully it'll be an enjoyable flight for you all. So let's jump up into the flight deck, we'll get the aircraft set up, get passengers boarded and get out of here. I'm hoping it lets me up the stairs. Earlier on it wouldn't let me up the stairs, but it's not letting me in the stairs again. There we go. Anyway, so let's jump in the flight deck. We'll shut the door for the time being, and let's get some power in the aircraft. So we are connected to the VATSIM network as well, as usual. Hope you're well, Patrick, buddy. Yeah, not too bad, thank you, buddy. I'm all good. So that's both batteries on, and then external power can be connected. We don't need any integral lighting on at the minute. Alarm the emergency exit lights. No smoking come on. Oxygen can come on. Cockpit test. Ideas 1 to nav. Just give it a second. I'll say on battery. And idea number 3 is done. So I'll just let this run through its usual sequence. We'll get the fuel pumps on. We'll do a quick AP fire test. Just give it a second for the aircraft to properly boot up. It's still going through its startup sequence. So there we go. After isolation valve, that can come off and clear the smoke detector faults. It's just part of the normal warm-up. How do you mean you're having issues updating JSX? What are you struggling with, buddy? So you want to make sure you open the live update installer. It takes a little while for it to run through, like it can take about 10 minutes or so to update sometimes. So let's load the flight plan in, LEAL into Gatwick, and we can start the boarding process. 207 passengers this way back, 3.1 tons of cargo, and 10.8 tons of fuel. So I'm guessing we're going to have a nice little headwind. Let's just jump down to the audio control panel. Cabin, we'll get that one.
On board this Jet2 Jet2 holidays flight. It's nearly time for takeoff. So please find your
next thing we need to do is tune in the departure frequency 120 decimal 400.
Please make sure the island exit areas are nice and clear. If you need a hand, our cabin crew will handle help. Have a good flight.
We'll have a quick look at the ATIS as well. In fairness, we can request the ATIS through the MCD once that's all set up. So let's just go back to sorting the overhead panel out. Light set mode is switched off for some reason, don't know why. That is everything else on. There's a few fault lights, which is to be expected. The packs and the terrain is on a fault as well, which is fun. So let's do AP fire test. Okay, that's that done. Engine 2 fire test. And engine 1 fire test. Wonderful. That is that all done. What sort of issues are you having with GSX in itself though? Because even if you're on an old version, it should still work okay. So weather radar onto system 1, predictive wind system can come on for now. Transponder can come to TA mode. And let's show you our operational flight plan for today's flight. So here's the flight plan. Obviously in the Fenix A321 CFM variant of aircraft, bear with me. CFM variant of aircraft. Chanex 97 Tango, same call sign as yesterday. Cost index today is 56. Our cruise level is 340. Cruise temp minus 57. Our zero fuel weight is 68.9 tons. As is suspected, we've got a nice headwind, 22 knot headwind. So it's going to take us a little bit longer to get there. Our block time is 2 hours 30 minutes flying time, and 2 hours 13 is our air time. Shear rate 3.1 gives us a takeoff weight of 79.4 and a landing weight of 72.9 tons. If we have a look at fuel, we're requiring 10.8 tons of fuel today.
Sorry, it is Lima is current. Clear to Brussels, depart to Mythos 3 Alpha, runway 10, climb altitude 6000, squawk 1000.
So we'll have a quick look down at the weather. So the weather at Gatwick at the moment, there's quite a lot of changes, expecting rain as well. Current wind is 170 at 11 knots, QNH 1012 and 6 degrees is the temperature, so it's a little bit chilly there. We've got an alternate as well. Our departure route today, so 090 at 6 knots is the current KVK, 16 degrees Celsius, QNH 1024, so we'll get that tuned in now. No significant change on there, so that's pretty much all of that. The only thing we didn't discuss is actually what our routing is, so I do apologise. So our routing, we're expecting runway 10 for departure, the Mythos 3 Alpha departure, and we're pretty much tracking to the eastern side of Spain, and then into the bottom of France, and then over the English Channel, and then into the south of the UK. So it's a Vasux 1 Golf arrival, runway 26 left, we're expecting 868 nautical miles. So going to be a little bit of a long flight, hence why we need plenty of people to come and watch us and have a chat with us. So let me just jump back to you a minute, Patrick. They're getting their seats and disappearing out the cabin. Okay. Have you always ensured that the cockpit doors open? That's the big thing. So I don't know if let's have a quick look at my passengers. So they are seated at the minute. Sometimes after departure they do come out of their seats. It's sometimes a bit of a GSX bug. So you have to kind of bear with it a little bit. So let's jump down to the MCDU. Init request and EXS97 Tango was going to do a CPDLC flight, but we'll probably change that up a little bit now. Cost index we said was 56, not very efficient. Cruise level of 340.
So please find your seat as quick as you can and get comfy. If your bag has a yellow top, or you've got any glass bottles,
the Troppo is currently 39.
Please make sure the island exit areas are nice and clear.
926. 16 degrees Celsius is the ground temperature. Block fuel required is 10.8 tons. Zero fuel weight is 68.9. We'll have a quick look at the CG as well before we pop that in. So if we head on to departure performance, we'll probably have a pax off departure at a guess. Runway 10, anti-ice isn't required for this end. 150, 168. So that gives us a CG of 25.6. And we've already said we've got a headwind today of 22 knots, so we've got H22 in there. We've also got 0.2 of taxi fuel. We've also got 1 hour 35 minutes of extra fuel as well if required. If we do need to go to an alternate, that is Stansted today. Runway 10, and we said it's the Mythos 3 Alpha. Mythos 3 Alpha. Arrival into Gatwick, we said we are expecting 26 left, and it's the Vasux 1 Golf arrival. And we'll have a look at Vires and stuff on the way across. So that is us pretty much all set up, ready to go. Yeah, sometimes that does happen. Have you? What you may not have done actually, Patrick. What you need to do, buddy, I've just thought of actually the reason why that is. So when you go into the app, go into like the settings. So not in the sim app. When you open the installer, go into the settings. On the bottom right hand side, there's an option for the Fenix, and basically all the options will be ticked, saying about seated passengers. If you untick each one of them and retick them, depending obviously what aircraft you've got installed, but untick each one of them, retick them, and then close the app and try it again, it should work. That'll probably be the reason for that, buddy. Sorry, I didn't really catch on to what you were sort of asking at the start. So initial climb, what we're going to be, probably flight level 100 actually. We'll see what they give us. Time to test some Spanish again. So let's get our clearance. I think we're still getting passengers loaded anyway, but yeah, still got another 100 passengers or so till we can get going. But there we go. So let's well, still refueling, I think. That's interesting. Why are we not? Yeah, still refueling at the minute. For some reason, one of my buttons is not working. Obviously, I've not saved it properly. There we go. We'll have a look at that in a moment. I'll tell you what, we'll have a look at that now quickly. No, not FSI panel. Chase plane we want.
Passengers bus is coming.
So we'll just get chase plane open. And it's the forward right side. So bear with me a couple of minutes, guys. I'm just resetting this camera view. From memory, we have to sort of come back a little bit. It's a bit of tinkering, really. That's probably as good as we're going to get. So we're going FSI panel. This is a good showing of how all this works. So click on the thing, save position, use shortcuts, press any key, which will be that one, save assignment. There we go, wonderful. May adjust that later, but let's see how we go. Like I say, passengers are still boarding. You've got up the stairs.
Hello, welcome on board this Jet2 Jet2 Holidays flight. It's nearly time for takeoff.
Right
Please
then.
find your seat as you can and get comfy.
Afternoon, everyone. How are we all doing? So let's request our clearance.
Please make sure the island exit areas are nice and clear. If you need a hand, our cabin crew are happy to help. Have a good flight.
Alicante approach. Channel 97 Tango, requesting radar check.
35.
Wonderful. So he reads us 5. So let's request our clearance. Whilst all them what are still loading, then we won't delay us any further. Alicante approach. One status, Channel 97 Tango with information India. Requesting IFR2 Gatwick, Airbus A321, and we're on stand at 83.
Channel 97 Tango, it is Lima current. Clear to London via runway 10, departure Mythos 3 Alpha, climb 6,000 feet, squawk 6230.
Good to Gatwick, runway 10 for departure, information Lima's current, initial climb 6,000 feet and squawking 6230, and it is the MSFS 3 November departure. No, that's not right.
Fenix 907 Tango negative, departure Mythos 3 Alpha.
Apologies, Mythos 3 Alpha, Channix 97 Tango.
Fenix 97 Tango, read back correct. Call me ready for push and start, set squawk Sierra please.
Yep, there is. So we'll get the squawk in there, 36230. I don't know what I was on about with the SID there. I've literally just been telling you about the SID. So there we go. So 6,000 feet is our initial climb. Runway 10, which we already knew. Information Lima is current, so I'll just double check that. Information Lima 40 to 30. QNH 1024, 16 degrees. Nothing has changed there. Wind is calm. So let's have a look. So nearly got passengers on, and I think we're still just literally starting to get bags on now. Look. So let's get seatbelt signs on because we're not refueling. Naval lights can come on. I don't know what's going on out this direction. I've still got the bus. I see we've got seated passengers. Yeah, so hopefully that works for you, Patrick. I don't know if that's what you were just having a look at now, but hopefully that should work for you, buddy. So there's a few aircraft on the ground here at the minute. So there's one to the right of us a little bit further. There's one a little bit further around the corner as well. So probably can see him actually if we have a... Yeah, there's a Brussels. There we go. So we'll have a good look at the company messages. Also waiting for the rest of the passengers to board. So, there we go. Trying to see what the trying to quick look at the telex have been sent. So this will be our initial, have a look down here, initial load sheet. So you can accept that, there's no changes to that anyway. So it's now just a case of waiting for the last few passengers and bags are now being boarded. So APU master to on APU start.
If your bag has a yellow tip, or you've got any plastic, you need to go under the seat in front of you.
Let's wait for the APU to start up, and then we'll get ourselves pushed back from stand once all the rest of the bags are done. So, cockpit preparation, gear, pins and covers are removed. Fuel quantity is 10,900 kilograms. Seatbelts on, the ears are set to nav up here. And we'll just double check on the old MCD to make sure that is all done as well. All three to nav position. Barref 1024 is set. APU is available. APU bleed on. External power disconnect. And back floater high. So just waiting for the last few of the bags to go on once they're on. So that's one loader done. That's the next loader done. So let's get the pushback plug connected.
Chemical boarding completed.
Report one's complete. Yeah, config, that's the one. Yeah, config, and then just on the bottom right hand side, you'll see a load of tick boxes. It says about seated passengers. Just untick it and retick it, buddy. That should help you out. No, not right at the bottom right. There should be some tick boxes in the config options that basically say something about seated passengers, and you just need to untick it and retick it. Alright then, so everything is good to go this end. I'm a bit confused then. I'll have to have a look for you. Problem is I can't look at it whilst we're in sim, so. Right then. So before start, parking brake is set. I think. No, parking brake is set. Take off speeds and thrust. Oh, I've not actually got them in. It's my bad because we did them on here. Look. V1152 158 161 and a flex of 52. Windows and doors closed. Beacon on. So external power should be disconnected now. And right, let's request our pushback clearance. Alicante traffic check, line 7 taggers ready for push and start, stand 83.
Channel 97. Oh, that's copied. Call you back in 2 minutes.
Roger.
And Channel 97 Tango, I still see you squawk mode Charlie. Can you please verify squawk mode Sierra?
Squawking 6230 and squawk mode Charlie.
Copy, but it needs to be on mode Sierra, not mode Charlie.
Yeah, how do I do that? No one got any ideas? Why? I'm not too sure how I change it to Sierra, that's all. We'll just see what he says a minute, because if I'm honest, I'm not too sure.
Valencia Control, right on Delta Bravo, inbound 10 for Alicante. Ryanair 1 Delta Bravo Alicante, hello, you're identified. Expect ILS Approach runway 10.
Yeah, all set up for 10, thanks, Ryder 1 Delta Bravo.
Ryder 1 Delta Bravo, descend flight level 100.
100, Ryder 1 Delta Bravo.
Shanx 907 Tango, push and start approved, face west, QNH is 1024.
Push stop here, facing west, QNH 1024.
Cross-check on a call, please.
Right then. There we go. Continue push back. I've never been asked that before. No to the left, tail to the right. It's because so to get it in Sierra, you need to make sure it's in auto and TA mode. Brakes released, clear to push. Start sequence 1 then 2, starting number 1.
Welcome on board, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for flying with Jet2.com and Jet2 Holiday. We're nearly ready for takeoff, but before we go, you'll need to make sure all mobile phones, tablets, and other electronic devices are in flight mode and fully switched off and safely put in your hand luggage. This is because you are not allowed to use them during the takeoff. With the seatbelt signs are switched off, again, as long as they stay in flight mode, as long as you do not send messages, make calls, and access the internet while still on board. If your device becomes damaged or hot, produces smoke, is lost or falls into the sea or the aircraft, you need to tell it immediately. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes is not permitted on board today. For your safety, please follow instructions. Please now make sure that any hand luggage is safely put away and your seatbelt is fastened ahead of the takeoff. And ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like to tell you about our friendly on-board together policy. We've created it to protect you and our cabin crew from any other
Starting to.
social behaviour. That way we can make
Charlie, Mike Golf Tango, Alicante, buenas, ¿me confirma el tipo de aeronave y su stand?
alcohol that is served by our
La aeronave es Cessna
If you have brought
Citation y en
alcohol
el
in the
stand 5 de
terminal,
Alicante.
you not drink
Escucha
this
Mike
on
Golf Tango.
board. We want all
Mike Golf
customers to
Tango,
ensure
copiado,
they
información Atis Lima en el campo autorizado a Mallorca, salida Mitos 3 Alfa, pista 10, altitud inicial 6000, código 1000.
Safety procedures for our Airbus A321.
Autorizada a Mallorca, altitud inicial 6000 y squawk 1000. Tengo información Lima. Escucha Mike Golf Tango.
Mike Golf Tango, ¿me confirma salida Mitos 3 Alfa?
Sería mi turno para escucharle Mike Golf Tango.
Mike Golf Tango, colación correcta, ya me listo para puesta en marcha.
And more. And you'll find even more safety info in our Jet2 magazine. Please be aware of the safety signs in the cabin and follow all instructions given by us.
This plane has 8 emergency exits. These are
Bilancio
clearly
Lima
marked,
Alpha,
and we're
push and
pointing them out
startup
to
is
you now.
approved, face west, QNH is 1024.
To help you find your way to the exits when
If
there's
you're-
reduced lighting and visibility, we have extra lighting in the ceiling.
After start, anti-ice not required, econ status check, pitch trim 0.7 up,
Take a look
rudder
for
trim
your
is
Ryanair 1
neutral.
Delta Bravo, descend flight
Bearing in
level
mind that
80.
they may be behind you.
Standing flight level 80, Ryder
If
1
you need
Delta.
to leave the plane quickly,
N1
take
Delta
off
Bravo,
your shoes
expect
or
vector
anything
7 for the
that
approach
is
after Vilna.
leave all luggage
down.
behind and go to your
Neutral.
nearest
Back to
usable
the
exit.
approach
left.
after Vilna,
If
Ryder 1
there's a
Delta.
change in
All
cabin
right.
pressure, masks
Neutral.
like these will
Rudder.
appear from the panel
All left.
above your head.
All right,
As soon
neutral.
as you see it, pull down to start the flow of oxygen. Breathe normally as you put it over your mouth and nose. Then adjust to fit. Make sure you
So
put your own
let's get
mask
ready
on
for our
first
taxi instructions. It's
before
going to be
helping
Alpha
anyone
at
else.
Gus.
The bag on the mask may not inflate, but rest assured oxygen will still be flowing.
A life jacket is located under your seat. When told by us,
Aproximación escuchar Mike
remove
Golf
it from its
Tango,
bag by
listo
pulling
para
the
puesta en
tab.
marcha y retroceso.
Mike Golf Tango, le notifico
Put the
cuando
strap
listo.
around your waist.
Roger.
Fasten at the front as we're showing you, and tighten by pulling the tab.
Once you're outside the plane, inflate the life jacket by pulling down on this red toggle. If you need to inflate it more, blow.
That makes 97 Tango's ready for taxi.
There's also a light
Shanx
and
97
whistle
Tango,
tap
taxi to holding point Alpha 4, taxi via Bravo, Bravo 1.
It's time to fasten your seatbelt.
Alpha 4, Bravo, Bravo 1, Channel
Simply
Santa.
press the two metal ends of your seatbelt together until they click. Then pull the strap to adjust so it's tight and low around your waist. To release your seatbelt, just lift the metal
Go
cover.
Charlie Mike Golf Tango,
Taxi lights.
espere autorización en tiempo 1540 Zulu en 10 minutos debido a tráfico en Palma.
Your armrests down and your
Espero
window blinds fully open.
Charlie Mike Golf Tango.
Please check that bags or loose items are safe and put under the seat in front of you.
Thanks for listening. We'll soon be on our way.
Ryanair 1 Delta Bravo right turn heading 210.
Right turn, 210, Ryder 1 Delta Bravo.
So left around to Bravo. Quick brake check. The pressure's 0. Oh, that's fine.
We still take us this foot punch.
Taxi, check this flight control, check flap setting, conf 1 plus F radar, predicted wind shear system on and auto, ecam and memo, take off enably. Hello, flight deck.
The cabin is now secured for departure.
Thank you very much. Cabin is secure.
Valencia Control Beeline 3 Lima Alpha is ready for taxi.
Beeline 3 Lima Alpha, taxi to holding point Alpha 4 via
I'll try and have a
Charlie
look
Bravo 2.
in a body in a bit for you. I guess that is the Phoenix using though, Patrick, isn't it?
Charlie Bravo 2, Beeline 3 Lima Alpha.
Like I say, guys, feel free to say hello in the chat if you're watching over on YouTube. We're not even streaming on TikTok today, just out of surprise from what happened yesterday. So packs off for departure, and we're clear to Alpha.
Ryanair 1 Delta Bravo descend altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1024.
Descending 6,000 feet on QNH 1024, Ryder 1 Delta Bravo.
So, so there's nothing that we can see on the approach. Nothing on the radar. 20 miles is the nearest traffic. Alpha 4 should be this next left, hopefully. We've done our bits from it. So, line at checklist, confirm, take a runway, confirm 10 via Alpha
Alicante
4.
approach with 2 Papa Zulu.
Pumpig 1 plus F, TCAS, TARA. Packs 1 and 2
We
get
serve
off.
to Papa Zulu Alicante. Hello, you're identified. Expect vectors for the ILS Yankee runway to 10.
Alright, vectors for ILS runway 10 to Papa Zulu.
Ryanair 1 Delta Bravo speed 180 knots.
180 knots, Ryder 1 Delta Bravo.
We serve to Papa Zulu is confirming the ILS Yankee approach.
ILS Yankee approach runway 10 to Papa Zulu.
China X97 Tango, wind 090 degrees, 8 knots, runway 10, clear for takeoff.
Good for takeoff 10, China X97 Tango. So, strobes on, taxi and takeoff, landing lights on. Approach path is clear.
Valencia Control, good afternoon, Easy 85 Bravo Kilo, descending flight level 140, inbound Alicante.
Ryanair 1 Delta Bravo left turn, heading 130, clear ILS Yankee approach runway 10.
So,
Left
50%.
130, clear ILS Yankee 10, right on 1 Delta Bravo.
Takeoff. Man, Flex 52, SRS runway, auto cross blue. Squad set.
Valencia Control, good afternoon, Easy 85 Bravo Kilo with you, flight descending to 140, inbound Alpha Lima Tango.
100 knots.
EC85 Bravo Kilo Alicante, hello, you're identified, expect ILS runway 23 in Murcia.
Expecting ILS 23 in Murcia, Easy 85 Bravo Kilo.
E1. Rotate. Positive climb, Europe. No. Nose lights off.
And approach right on 1 Delta Bravo, we are established on the localizer 1 0.
Ryanair 1 Delta Bravo, free speed, continue approach.
Free speed, continue right on 1 Delta Bravo.
Thrust, climb, climb. AP1.
EC85 Bravo Kilo descent.
Back 1 and 2 beta.
Flight level 100.
Flight level 100, Easy 85 Bravo Kilo.
China X97 Tango, you're identified, climb flight level 100.
Right, flight level 100, China X97 Tango. Open climb 100. Hey Lee, how we doing, buddy? So, just about a flap 0. Flap 0. Good, good, yeah, same here, buddy. All good here as well.
EC85 Bravo Kilo descent 5.
Actually got some decent amount of ATC on the over Spain as well, which is more luck than judgment really. I didn't even look to see if there was any ATC on, just happened to come online and here it all is, so.
QNH 1024 direct X series, Easy 85 Bravo Kilo.
Villa entry Lima Alpha, runway 10, clear for takeoff, wind 090 degrees, 8 knots.
Clear for takeoff, runway 10,
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, stay seated until
We sir to Papa Zulu, descent flight level 80.
You're in your seat.
Be careful when opening
Descending
because
flight
things
level
might
080
Don't
to Papa
forget,
Zulu.
smoking and vaping are not allowed in any part of the plane, including the toilets.
This will definitely be the last flight with this throttle quadrant, that's for sure. And I managed to fix it as well. You know, I said about my spoilers being broken yesterday, Lee. I don't know if you were in the stream then, but anyway, the spoiler handle snapped the other day. I managed to fix it. Standard pressure.
KLM 1540, PDC is correct. Call you in 1 minute for push.
1 minute, KLM 15.
134. So we just get tuned 134455. So,
Fenix 97 Tango, climb fly level 120, contact Barcelona 134.455.
climbing flight level 120 and over to Barcelona 134455. Have a good day. It's Channel X9 something about.
KLM 1540, push and start approved. The QNH 1024.
QNH 1024, push back to KLM 1540.
Hungarian 325 to Barcelona, identified 360, need you not level 350 or 370.
Pitching at flight level 100. On lots up. Barcelona, Buenos Aires, Channel X97 Tango, climbing flight level 120.
Fenix 97 Tango Barcelona, identified climb flight level 280.
Climbing 280, Channel X97 Tango.
Hungarian 3252, need you not level 350 or 370.
So then,
Hungarian 3252 Barcelona.
so it was. Oh, hang on, let me just catch up. What happens if you pull the VS knob? You'll level up. You literally level up, or go in that climb mode. So if you push, you'll level, but we'll go back to open climb. Yeah, if you pull, you'll go to a selected VS. If you push, you'll go to a managed VS. When you swap for 2020 2024, it's easy to move everything over. In fairness, yeah, it was. Like I had flights at 24. Unfortunately, from the first day. Well, actually, not the first day. I think I waited about a week. Direct Giron, Channel X9 Tango. Giron. There we go.
Calling 223, confirme el
yeah, so it wasn't a huge task. It's probably easier now actually than it was before. Like I say, you are good at it. You're gonna have to reinstall stuff. What I tend to do is make a list of all the things you've got installed for 2020, and then just sort of go through it one by one. Yeah, so with my spoilers this morning, I had a great morning fixing the army mechanism. So I don't know if any of you saw the stream yesterday. It actually snapped in half. Obviously the 3D printed parts. So this morning I thought, well, let's give it a shot to see how we'd get on. Let me just quiet him down a little bit.
133030 Ryanair.
So yeah, I thought let's have a go at trying to take it apart and see if we can fix it and actually see what was broken. And basically, it has a ball bearing in the middle of it, and it just separated between the two. So nothing a bit of Gorilla Glue can sort out, and it's all back. To be honest, it's probably stronger than it was originally. I put like 2 or 3 layers of glue on, and then re-put the ball bearing through and secured it. But it all works perfectly again, which is fantastic when I'm going to be selling this in approximately a week's time. Obviously we'll let these buyers know that it's been repaired, but if I'm honest, it was quite an easy repair. I do like little jobs like that, I really do. So, yeah, it wasn't too bad in fairness, Lee. So I would buy 24 now. It is perfectly stable, as you can see with the stream. I don't know what your sort of system specs are like, but I'm sure they're probably equivalent of what I run. Right, let's release the cabin. And we probably should have a look at the weather as well. I don't know if there's an issue with the weather radar in 2024. In fairness, the weather's okay where we are at the minute. And the whole patch that we're going to fly down is absolutely fine, so...
Fly direct to La Pit,
So it shouldn't be an issue.
Portugal 836.
But yeah, so this will be the last flight with our Honey Bravo throttle. Obviously, if you're interested in buying it, it will be over on eBay in the next few days, really. I'll probably get it listed tonight, in actual fact. I've not been informed yet exactly when my Airbus throttle's coming. However, I've been told that it's it's with the Odal, so it should be with us the next couple of days, and I'm not here in the next couple of days. So, so the time I come back, it will definitely be here.
Flight direct
like I say, guys, if you're not already subscribed, feel free to give us a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for all 6 or 7 of you that are on with us this evening or this afternoon. It's going to be dark by the time we get into Gatwick. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit better of a landing than we had last night. I know Lee watched my landing last night and it was not the best. The approach was really good though. I really enjoyed the approach. It was a really stable approach. And like I say, I really enjoyed flying it, but it just didn't work out very well. So like I say, we'll see how we get on with all that. We've had a new update on the overhead today. So JavaSim have released, I think it's version 4.4.4, and it's working a treat. And I don't know if you guys can probably see on there, but if we, let me just say, we'll give it a fault. All the fault lights now work, which they didn't work previously. So yeah, it's amazing that it all still works.
Portugal 836, unable to do the traffic. Roger, no problem, Air Portugal 836.
Are you thinking about moving over, Lee, then to 24? I don't know what performance is like in 2020 these days, but I'd imagine it's probably comparable, isn't it? Be interested to see how you get on with everything being streamed as well. One thing I will warn you though, any add-on scenery you add, make sure it's not already in the default setup. Like if it's in the default, make sure it's deactivated in the default thing, otherwise you'll have some issues with the terrain. The content manager, that's what I'm on about.
Utilizado 2 o 3 para y por ahí es lo de la Dakota que deberíamos hacer. Muchas gracias.
So everything's a push and pull, Patrick. Literally everything's push and pull. So like if you want to go into heading select, you pull out. If you want to go back to nav, you push back in. Same with the speed. And same with the altitude. Everything has a push and pull, which is managed and selected. So pulling it will select everything, pushing it will manage it. Resisted for over a year, but it seems stable enough now. Yeah, it is a lot more stable. This last sim update is really like put the cherry on top, I think. I've noticed it's working a lot better, and like some of the little features they've added as well, like especially when flying at night. You've seen a few of the night flights. They've got some really good detail now. Really good detail. Like with the lighting effects and stuff, it works out very well. So I don't know who else is joining with the stream today. There's obviously a few more of you than there would normally be. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Like I said, we're not actually streaming on TikTok today for the first time in ages, just because I don't know if I've actually been banned, but we got banned yesterday. I think I can still live stream, but you know, I thought, well, what's the point if they're going to keep banning me every single stream I do at the minute? There's not much point. How much were the taxes and import fees in the Java overhead? So, Are you waiting? Are you ready for this, Lee? It wasn't the most fantastic number, I'll be completely honest with you. So the import duty was £114. Which, for the value, bear in mind the panel I paid for was, I think I paid $650 was the invoice price for the panel, is what I paid in US dollars. But actually in pounds is £114 in tax, which is absolutely mental, isn't it, really? With regards to the shipping, I think it works out. I didn't go for the most expensive option. There's DHL is the most expensive option, and that was around 100 UK pounds. I paid about 35, which I didn't think was too bad for shipping. And like I say, it came within, I think it was 10 days from the time it was actually sent. Yeah, 10 days. Yeah, so it's, I'll be honest, it's not the most attractive of numbers, and that is one of the barriers that JavaSim have, especially to the UK market. They're not cheap products. But then, if you sort of go on the comparison for the size of it, so it's obviously a bigger size than pretty much any other in the market. I don't know if it is bigger than the US one, the one that you ordered, Lee. I can't think what it's called now. I don't know if it's bigger than that. I don't think it will be. It's certainly bigger than the Skalaki overhead. There are other options though, Lee. So another panel that I've also heard are very good. As much as I would recommend, as much as I would recommend the JavaSim one, because it's worked fine in fairness. Apart from my little LED error, it's been fine, and the communication between them is very good as well. So like I had an issue with the fault light not showing on my custom buttons. And literally within 2 days they've got that fixed. Granted, it probably is something that should work straight out of the box, but obviously this was the first batch of overheads that they actually have shipped, so you kind of expect a little bit of teething issues with it. But other than that, and the ground control button not functioning, which they are working on, it's the communication has been really good with them. I do think they are a small company. I get the feeling sometimes that they try to be more of an expensive, like portray a big business, but I think really on the grand scheme of things,
level 320.
Climbing 320, Channel 7 Tango. Open climb 320. So yeah, I do think they try and be make out like they're a big business, but they are quite a small business, I think. Every one of them is custom made. And yeah, I agree with you, Lee. I think, and that was what pushed me actually to move into the JavaSim one. If I'm honest, because I actually approached Wing or Wing Control directly for this exact reason, to see when they would be releasing the product. However, they couldn't actually give me a date. They couldn't even tell me if it was in the development, if it was something. They said that it has been mentioned, but they can't provide any specific details on it. I have a guess that they will be releasing one, because it's one of the only products that they've not really released, and they did a little teaser to it. I don't know if you noticed, a few months ago there was a little teaser about it. So I do think they will bring one out, I really do. But the question is when, and when it does come out, there is going to be a hell of a lot of competition for it. That is one thing I can assure you. But overall, the JavaSim one, I love it. Would I consider swapping and trying the Wing? I guess it depends on what they have in store. If it's a full size one, or has every single button, then yes, I probably would. However, this has about 70% of all the buttons, so it's pretty good. Like for everything that I touch on a normal flight, it has.
3252 contact my rate control 133.205.
Yeah, I can't really recommend them enough, really. Well, I guess they've got to be careful with being secretive about pending products. I suppose they've got to be careful to make sure no one beats them to it. But there are other overheads on the market. If you don't want to spend, like I say, I think total cost was about £800 UK. I think I spent, if you include all the taxes and shipping.
Level 340.
Climbing 340, Channel 97, okay. But no, I do think it is important. But yeah, there are. If you can't afford that sort of price point, the other options out there, are things like Sim. Oh, hang on, what's it called? Hang on, bear with me. I'll find it for you.
Direct Astro Alpha Sierra Tango Romeo Oscar.
Sim gauges. That's the word I was looking for. So Sim gauges also do a panel. They're based over in Europe. That also does not include VAT either, so that would be in addition, and their price is €430. Fair, they do have a UK price on here as well. Yeah, €430, which is a similar panel. It's not as big, it's very similar to the Scalarchi's panel. That does have 2 custom buttons as well that you can configure to what you want. It doesn't have the engraving for the 2 custom buttons, that's the only difference really. Obviously you have Scalarchi as well, which I have heard their products are very, very good. And I can tell you from previous experience, I used to have a Scalarchi MCDU. And the reason why I got rid of it was because they didn't support Fenix at the time, and they said they wouldn't be, and then they changed their mind. So I sold it, and then ended up buying another one. Yeah, I'm just going to have a look for you now to see how much the Scalarchi one is. I think it is quite pricey though. So with VAT added, you're looking at £1,018, depending on the configuration. If you have the Pro Lights, it's 1,200. Personally, I can't see what the difference is with it. I do think it comes with a mount though. That's probably the only other thing that it does come with. I'm sure it comes with a mount. And obviously you need the profiling software, which you get free of charge with it. But yeah, there's quite a few options out there. Plenty of options.
361 identified by level 400, Indian at level 3900 or 410.
Take the 410 to 362.
Turkish 3612, Roger, climb 410.
And 410 to the 362.
Just having a look to see what airspace I think. I know we'll be in this airspace all the way to the end now. So we've got 719 miles left to run.
Portugal 836, Barcelona is closing, advisory 122.
Like I say, guys, if you've got any more questions about the overhead, about any other bits, feel free to ask, we'll try and help you out.
Portugal 836.
Sorry, go ahead there, Portugal 836.
Barcelona is closing, advisory 122 decimal, yeah.
1228, thank you for control at Portugal 836.
I don't know if you're just saying that they're closing. I don't know if it's this one that's closing.
Iberia 450, directo Mario. Iberia 450, direct Mario. Iberia 450, Barcelona.
So let's have a quick look at ATC that we have in Gatwick at the minute. When I last looked, we had loads on when I last looked. We're ground currently. Whether that will change, that will probably change as we get a bit nearer to 6 o'clock. So we should be on the ground at 17:50. That is actually without though any
Climb for Y Yankee Mike
shortcuts.
identified climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, Kilo, thank you, mate.
Obviously we'll be doing a review on the Airbus throttles, though Lee doesn't need much of a review on the Airbus throttles, he can review them himself.
Voltor 3491, llame Madrid Control 133,205. Llamamos Madrid 133 decimal 205, Voltor 3491. Barcelona, buenas tardes, Boeing 20 Golf Delta, nivel de vuelo 330, volando Mandy. Boeing 20 Golf Delta, corrección, Barcelona, muy buenas, identificado, Barut 3 November, Sperring de Zulu 24, directo Barut. Barut 3 November, esperamos ir de Zulu para 24, directos Barut, muchas gracias, Boeing 20 Golf Delta.
No, you don't need an F2 to pull the knobs, so to click on them, obviously you can't see my cursor, so you, say for example I go back to manage speed, so I'll press down on the right hand mouse button, that will go into managed, and if you want to go to selected, you press the left and the scroll lock. Yeah, that's where we end up. But no, I'm really excited to have a play with this. Do you think, Lee, obviously you've got the product, so you know how big it is. Do you think I would get the MCDU and the Airbus throttles alongside each other? Because that's what I'm hoping to do, is hopefully move this down here off to the left side. Obviously you can see the width is a little bit bigger than the unit. I'm just wondering if it would fit or not. Obviously we're going to remove this device after our flight today. It's going to be near, and it'll be off to its new owner. Obviously, if you guys, any of you guys want to buy it, I'm not finalised the price on it yet. Realistically, I think I may sell the handles separate. However, it still comes with the normal handles that the actual pack comes with. But I do think I will be selling the other ones, unfortunately. Main reason being is it's quite a unique product, and they're quite hard to get hold of as well. You have to wait quite a good couple of months for them to arrive, because they're made in the US. And if I'm honest, I can maximise more money out of it. And when you've just spent £800 on an overhead panel, I need to recoup as much money as possible. And with the Honey Bravo, I'm just going to have a quick look to see roughly what it's going for on eBay at the minute. I think it's around the £200 margin, generally speaking, between 200 250, so it'll be somewhere within that price point, unfortunately. But it is in really good condition. It's been well looked No, I wouldn't recommend putting it to your joystick
Climb
button at
5
all.
to Yankee, no further AGC at boundary 1 that way. Iberia 450, ascenso a nivel de vuelo 330.
330, Iberia 450.
You think I might get them together? Yeah, I've seen a few like people that have managed to do it. I think what they tend to do though is the metal brackets that you can see. I don't know what you can see on the. Don't know how well you can see this. Let me make streamlines if we get 60. So on the MCU that's here, the metal bar that goes on it, you can actually have it so it goes lengthways across, which may also work as well if we bring this a little bit further out, so it's in line with this. Like I say, I have bought the what to call it panel, the mount for it, just in case it doesn't work. But I'm hoping that we can get it properly mounted on here. It's my plan.
Channel 4238 Barcelona, identify 370.
Yeah, hopefully we get them together.
360, descent for now, flight level 360.
Whoever's watching on YouTube, feel free to say hello in the chat, guys. So there's quite a few of you on today, actually. More than usual, so it's much appreciated. I don't know if any of you saw my horrific landing yesterday. I know certainly Lee did. Switched off very quickly.
Valencia 3 Lima arrival, expect LS Zulu runway 10.
I guess you need to have a plan. Yeah, I'm the same. I like to have a bit of a plan with everything. It's just to sort of know how things are going to fit, which is why a lot of the panels aren't fully fixed at the minute. They certainly will be fully fixed once they're all done and ready. I'm also debating about whether to buy the other side of the EFIS as well. I don't know what you think. I personally don't think there's much value in doing that. It's typically we fly from the left-hand seat anyway. Maybe it adds a little bit more immersion, but it'll also take a bit more space as well with that. No, I do like it overall.
Directly Alpha Lima Tango.
Otherwise 101 Barcelona, identify 360, clear rook set to Papa arrival, expect LS Zulu, quick board left.
Rupex to Papa arrival, 24 left, otherwise 1016.
So guys, yeah, it's really easy once you get used to it, Patrick. It's really easy to pull with your mouse. You'll have to ask your parents if you can get some actual products, because the actual wing and wing control ones aren't that expensive. Like, well, maybe to you it may be quite expensive. I guess it depends on everyone's financial situation. Yeah, I'm the same, Lee. I'm wondering if someone will make a pedestal. They'd make them in. There is actually a guy out there that just makes them himself and then sells them on. Like, I'd love to be able to have the time to make kits and sort of ship them. That would be amazing. It really would. But I don't have the time to do that sort of stuff. Because it would be quite straightforward to do as well. Because most of the Airbusy things sit on rail systems anyway. So all you'd need is one. Pretty much just pretty much continuous bits and bobs. So we're going to have a quick look at our progress. The Optimum was 350 at the minute. Obviously we can't really, so we can't go above 365 anyway. 350 we can't do because we need to be on an even flight level. Oh yeah, I'm sure someone will do it once all the products are sort of developed. I guess until you know what the products are, it's hard to develop anything.
EG2 Romeo Barcelona identified, clear to code 3 Papa arrival, expect LS Zulu 249.
Correct 3 Papa arrival, expect LS 22 EG2 Romeo.
EG2 Romeo, my fault, expect LS Zulu 24 left.
Okay, I will go through LS 24 left, EG2 Romeo, thank you.
Eco Golf Tango, llame Palma Control 134,825. Welling 20 Golf Delta, llame Palma Control 134,825. 134,825, chao, Welling 20 Golf Delta.
Let's hope we don't have any turbulence as my glass of Dr. Pepper will be on the floor. Let's have a look on our favourite views.
And I need you're not level 350 or 370. Squad 1000, which is the prefecture, running 5887. 5887, but the Royal Jordan.
Ah, no worries, Lee. No worries. I'll tell you a little story actually, Lee, about iPads. Just before you go.
Clem 1540, ready 5.
My other half really wants an iPad. I'm trying to put it off until the birthday.
I think you were blocked. Climb flight level 3.
And I think, and with the kind of hope that I can kind of use it as well to have Navigraph and bits on it. That's my secret plan. I do have an iPad for work. However, it's that heavily locked down. You can't install any apps from it. Like I can get on Navigraph through the web browser, and I have done that on a few occasions. But
confirm Rookset 2 Papa arrival.
Rookset 2 Papa arrival, Ryanair 20.
Ryanair 5887, clear.
I've got to wait till May for that.
Arrival, expect LS Zulu runway 10.
Here comes the mountains.
LS Zulu 10, cleared Valencia 3 Lima arrival, direct Valencia.
We've got another company message, which will be our delay code, which there shouldn't be any delays. No delay code is required. Wonderful. We'll have a little look shortly at our, I don't know what to call it, landing performance in a little bit. There are 37 minutes into the flight and we are how long into the stream? We're now 20 into the stream. And we've been started at 42 minutes, so it didn't take us long really to get. It was only about a 3 or 4 minute taxi, which is nice.
KLM 4 Yankee Max, Sevilla plan at 1012 destination.
Advisory for KLM Frank, my side, how do you do, Bobby?
So how's everyone else this afternoon? Hopefully you're all doing well. There's quite a few different people on there today actually, which is nice to see. We are trying to grow the channel, so feel free to give us a like, comment, subscribe. You've probably seen it pop up in the corner of the screen every now and again. And obviously if you want to scan the QR code if you're in the portrait version of the stream, yeah, if you want to, yeah, if you wanted to check out our other socials, we have Discord as well, so feel free to join our Discord.
Roger that, contact the bomber control 134825.
We're doing pretty well so far in the flight, or so far this month, really. So, Giron, we are going to lose ATC coverage. I don't know why it's over here. So we're going to come out of controlled airspace shortly. Such lovely views there, aren't there? What are we all doing in here then? Not a lot's going on in here really. Some beautiful views though. Love it when you get a nice view. Yeah, so in the last 20 days we've had another 74 subscribers, so thank you very much for that. We've been holding quite steady for a while. We're certainly getting a lot more views as well.
Ryanair 4238 direct Deepest.
So 20 miles until we're out of controlled airspace.
Check 907 Tango, we're offline, no further ATC at 10128.
Over advisory 122.8, Channel 97 Tango, adios. Adios, adios. And this is one of the beauties of VATSIM. This is one of the things I love about VATSIM is the fact that you get to hear all the different languages as well. Because obviously VATSIM is like a big global network, and obviously in the UK we have VATSIM UK. I presume they have an equivalent in Spain as well, and it's really, really good to see. And it gives you that nice little bit of different language barriers, which do make it a little bit challenging sometimes, especially if you've ever flown down to Greece on VATSIM. Well, you're in for a treat, that's one thing I can tell you. They're quite shouty in Greece, but it is really enjoyable to fly, it really is. Same as down in Italy, it's enjoyable to fly down to Italy. So now we're out of his airspace, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky. I'm going to do a bit of a shortcut here. It may only knock a few minutes off, or maybe not, like knock a minute off or so. But we'll see. Oh, look at that view, eh? Looking pretty good. Have you managed to get everything working then, Patrick, with the GSX? So I'll tell you what, let me see if I can show you GSX. Let me see if it will work. It may work, it may not. In which case I just need to add an extra source on here so you can see quickly. Are you still with us, Patrick, before I start doing all this? And I'll try and... Oh, no, it won't let me. Apologies, it won't let me. It says I can't perform it because flight sim's running. So what I'll do, I'll send you a screenshot once we've done the stream, buddy. So we're going to do another left turn to Manak. I love this view. I absolutely love it. So, it estimates it should be on the ground at, right, it's saying actually on Volantis 1735, and the time is reducing actually as we speak. Obviously we are running a little bit quicker, it's, we're now at 1749, so still a little way away yet. Yeah, so apologies guys that we've done a lot of our streams in the afternoon this weekend. Normally we do evening flights. There are a couple of reasons. One, I've got other work to do and other stuff to do. And also, it just depends on what I'm doing, what people are working, what fits best. So yeah, currently down to one car at the minute as well, which is always good fun. My little Skoda's a bit poorly. So then guys, I shall be back in a couple of minutes. Just going to do a couple of chores around the house while we're in that cruise level. We're pretty much, what are we, 80 odd miles away from our halfway point. 533 nautical miles remaining. Currently have ground online at Gatwick. Have London is online, so I'm hoping closer we get towards that 6 o'clock, we should get where we need to be. So yeah, bear with me a few minutes guys, and I'll be back shortly. There guys, back loading off. Apologies about that. Nothing really changed on this side of things. Just pretty much proceeding across. So Manak is our next waypoint. I want to get past Manak. Shouldn't be much further really. So we've got about 200 miles or so to Manak. 160 to Manak and then Rinso, which is pretty much just to the Spanish, French airspace. We're actually in France now, to be fair. There we go. So we're getting some different views as we sort of proceed across. I'm hoping we have Gatwick ATC online the time that we finish the flying. So I'm watching a cheeky bit of YouTube while we're flying still. Do a bit of both. Bit of both.
Yes, that's right. We're going to share with you how we do this channel, how we put it all together.
Yeah, 10 more. So top of the sun should be at 17:26. So just under an hour from. bit of turbulence off to the left hand side of us. We should be avoiding that little patch on this side, so we are cruising. Change how far we want here in a minute. 2340. So there's a little patch that we're coming into at Manak as well, currently, and a little bit in the UK, so we'll keep an eye on that as we sort of proceed across. So we're just at the halfway point of the flight now. Are you still with us, Patrick, or have you disappeared, buddy? how are we all doing then? So there's a few of you on at the minute. I'm just watching a little bit of YouTube while we fly. We are heading towards some rain. Not so nice weather looking at the weather radar in front of us, so at least we know it's all working. A few areas of red there. It may get a little bit bumpy, but we'll see how the aircraft responds. Oh, it's got another aircraft in front of us. Where is it? 20 miles. 4,000 feet below. So guys, what are we all up to? Apologies, I'm just sat catching up on some of my other YouTube stuff while waiting off flight. We are entering a little bit of a weather patch shortly. I'm hoping actually it won't affect us too severely. Because in minutes so at the minute we don't really know what's where we're at. The weather is coming across slowly, and we are now looking at the live weather information. I don't know if you can see it probably on my left screen, probably not. But we can show you actually. I can show you here, I would imagine. So this is us at the moment. I'm not sure if we can pop weather on here. Anyway, one thing we do need to start looking at is our approach. Our approach and our performance for our approach. So Gatwick is currently online. So if we head down to the MCDU, we can request an ATIS. So MCDU menu, ATSU. We want to go to AOC, ATIS, Echo Golf Kilo Kilo, and then we want our arrival route in here and hit the send button. We'll hit the receive messages, and then we'll just wait for that to come back in a second. So there we go, ATIS is here. So as you can see, our information is currently Golf, and I'm just going to make some notes of all this. So Golf is the current ATIS information. Now as it published at 1620 Zulu. Runway condition report 555, which basically means the runway is fine, so it's had an inspection recently. The wind is 170 at 13 knots, and it's varying between 140 degrees and 200 degrees. Visibility is 3,200 metres with light rain, which may change and drizzle. So we've got clouds broken at 700 feet broken. I'm going to make a note of all these bits. Broken at 700 and broken at 1,300. Next page on here. Temperature is currently plus 7 degrees Celsius. Dew point plus 7, so it's foggy. That's what that means basically. You've got the dew point and the temperature at the same level, and you're going to get a little bit of fog. The QNH is currently 1009. So what we'll do is we'll head over to performance page. We will go into the approach, and we're going to pop the QNH 1009. Temperature we said is 7 degrees. The wind we said currently 170 at 13 knots. And transition level is 075 for Gatwick. I just know that because we fly there very regularly. So the next thing to sort of look at, so this is the weather front on the left side of us. Let's show you the MCDU and the chart. So we have been told that the current visibility is 3,200 metres, aka it is foggy. So if we click on the Gatwick, and we want the start charts, and we want the final approach charts. So as you can see from Mayfield, we can go from Mayfield and then direct from there. So what we're interested in at the moment, while we're talking about visibility, is these things here. So these are all to do with the visibilities. So obviously we're not doing a circle to land, we're doing a straight in approach, and it all depends on what category we want. So let's have a quick look at this. Cat D requires auto land or HU puddles basically, otherwise RVR of 350 metres. So when we're in these different categories, we've got a few different options here. So we're going to be doing an ILS landing, we already know that, and we have said the current visual range is 3,200 metres. So in actual fact, we don't need to do, so it says when 750 metres, when a flight director is used, policy operator. So our London, we don't need to do an auto land as such, so we don't need to do a Delta category on this. We can pretty much just go with a normal ILS landing, so 396 is going to still be our barrow based on that distance there. Obviously if we're on the localizer that would be a little bit different, because we're going to go on the ILS 396 is what we've got selected. Like I say, it could be a bit of an interesting approach. So let's have a look at the initial approach anyway. So we're doing the VATSIM 1 Golf arrival, so this is pretty much, this is the Isle of Wight that we've got here, and this is the start of the star. Once we get to Jet2, we want to be level at flight level 130 and an altitude of 250 knots. Then we'll be onward to Holly, 220 knots. But generally speaking, we can go to Willow. 9 times out of 10, we normally get a direct from here to Mayfield VOR. And if we move to the next chart here, we go to the initial approach, and you get the same principle here as well. So obviously we've come from this direction, from Midhurst all the way up to Mayfield here. This wants us at 2,000 feet at this point here, and the mandatory is 2,000 feet there. It's saying that Mayfield we want to be at 4,000, so we'll make sure we've got this all planned in. So one thing we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at our actual plan, make sure it all lines up nicely, especially as we're nearing toward the other destination. So if we head to the flight plan page, I'm going to go to plan on here. So we can see, so from base 6, Jet2, we've got the first restriction there. And then we've got the Holly restriction. You can see from Holly we don't have the other bit of the approach, we only have up to Willow. So what we'll do on the CDU is we will select the wake of Holly. And then let me just bring up the chart on this side. Left chart. And we're going to look at the initial approach. So we know from Midhurst, which is I think the little point before, oh no, so from Jet2 to Holly. So I'm just going to have a quick look on the outer map view. So from Holly we can go straight to direct to Mayfield. So if we select Holly on here, and we want to type the word in May. Mayfield, and then the next waypoint. After that, we want to then relook at the chart again, and basically, sorry, it's a little bit of hopping backwards and forwards. So from Mayfield, we've already said that we want this next waypoint, which is basically 3 miles on the heading of 267. You're going to think, well, how do I actually put that in? And what we need to do is we need to select the Mayfield VOR, and then we need to click Fix Info. And what we're going to do is we're going to call it May 1, and it's going to say that it's not in the database, I think. And actually, it doesn't actually let me do that at all, does it? Let me see if it will let me. So, from Mayfield, which we've just selected there, we want to be on a heading of 267 degrees as per the chart, and that is a distance of 3D. So 167 there, and it wants to be a 3D radius. Apologies, I think I've actually selected incorrectly. Let me have a look back up on here. It's always important just to double check it looks right. Got it right. So from Mayfield, pretty much done it. There we go. So 267 degrees / 3 miles. I do apologise, it's a long while since I've actually planned this properly. Previously, what we normally tend to do previously you've been able to put let's have a look. Or the other thing that we can do is we can have a look, see if there's another waypoint after that. It's just a case of if I remember how to do it, if I'm honest. It's been a while since I've popped waypoints in like this. There we go, so this is what you want to do. Apologies. So what we want here, so I've identified as May 123, and we want it on a heading of 002 degrees. So we could say that at Mayfield, so this is the first identifying point, we want a bridge of 002, and we want to do it for 3 miles. So heading is 002, and we want it for 3 miles. And what we'll do is it'll be in that second line down, we'll just see, so May 002, 3 miles, and we're going to pop it in this box here on the left. And what we're going to do is we're just going to, it's not going to actually show it, I don't think, it may do, it may not. So we're going to click the word store, and then basically what we're going to do is we're going to insert that after this waypoint here. So we're going to put May 123, and this is the waypoint that we've made up, and it's going to pop that in there now. So it will do that as a track of 002. Let's show you nicely. So, and that shows you exactly how it shows on the chart here. And then we want to do the same at 005. So we'll insert that as normal, and then in the next one we're going to put another waypoint we're going to make up. We're going to call it May 8, and it's going to do the same again. And it's the same principle, so it's going to be from this point here of May again, and it's on the heading of 002, and it's currently 8.5 miles to that distance there. We're going to insert that back here, and we're going to store that again. It's called May 8. Go back to the flight plan. Make our own waypoint, so we've got May 8, it's 8 miles away. We're going to insert that into the next thing now, and we're going to insert that as well. Now if we look at our plan, I don't know what you can see there, it's just, and that now puts that there. There's still going to be a discontinuity there. What we will need to do though is to have that one CF26 left. So F26 left, and that is 216 miles away, and there you go, that gives you that nice arc from there, which is how you plan your approach properly. But that's just in case there's no ATC actually on the line. So let's have a quick look at our progress. So we're currently at Ringo at the moment. Minso, sorry, down Minso. A lot of this weather that we've got is all off to this left hand side at the minute. It's no huge issue for us at the moment. There's a bit of rain overhead Gatwick, hopefully that will clear as we get further along the route. We've got another aircraft in front of us, we've also got one behind us actually. Is it 10 miles away? Let's have a look in the outside view. See if we can see anyone. He's 2,000 feet below that 10 miles. It's just a case of trying to pick him out. Obviously, he's already spotted the aircraft ahead of us. I don't know if you can spot him there. It's up there, look. Can't spot the other guy, but he's probably a little bit low for us. 2,000 feet below. So no major issues for us there. Guys, we're not actually that far away from landing now. 17:45 is our landing time, so we've got about 40 minutes to landing. So we may get a few lumps and bumps on the way down. Just praying that we get a little bit more ATC, because that'll really complete the journey well. One thing we need to consider is our runway length, because obviously we are quite a heavy aircraft today, and we also know that it's wet. Our landing weight that's predicted is 72.9, though it'll probably be a little bit less than that, because we've been burning more fuel than usual. So, and we're 73.9 already, so we're going to use more than a ton of fuel afterwards. So, idle reverse, we can comfortably use autobrake low, and 180 at 17 knots. We'll just have a quick look here just to see if there's any gusting up to 23 knots potentially. We'll have another look as well, because it looks like the QNH has also changed again. So let's jump back to the MCDU and have a look for another ATIS, make sure nothing's changed there. There's a good chance that the ATIS probably has changed. So if we go for Kilo arrivals and receive messages. So we'll just wait for the next ATIS to pop up. We'll just see if it's changed in any way. So it has changed because we're now on Information Hotel. Time is 16:50 Zulu. That must mean there's been a change. Monaco's report is 555. Transition level is 750. Surface wind is at 180 at 30 knots. So we will have to adjust this. Vary between 140 and 210 degrees now. Visibility at 4,000 meters, so the visibility is actually increased. The temperature is still 7 degrees Celsius. We're still getting rain in Brazil, and the QNH has now changed to 100 pascals, which is still 7 degrees. So jump to the performance again. We'll just keep updating this as we get a bit closer. So now 1008 hectopascals. It gives us an approach to 143. We may give ourselves to 145. We've got that wind as well, 130. Obviously, we are up to gusting 24 knots. Hopefully, we won't have that issue with gusts, but if we do, we're all planned for it. If it does get a little bit gusty, we may decide to go to manual throttle and then go from there. I doubt we're going to be able to do a visual approach like we did last night. It was very nice doing a visual approach though. So currently got 57 knot crosswind, which is obviously why the weather front's coming across at quite a large angle. We need to have a look to see when we need to descend as well. So we go to progress report here. It wants us to descend at 17:23. If we look on the further, we'll probably have an indicator there. Yeah, so that's rudder. We'll probably start descent a little bit earlier. So just have a quick look to see what the first restriction. So once we vessels 18,000 feet to base 6. So we'll try and plan for that. And obviously Delta is the first restriction. We're going to have a quick look at these other ones as well. So we want to be 2,000 feet. Main field. Same here. Probably do and also put the speed restriction as well for both these waypoints. So 220 knots there, 220 knots there, 220 knots. So there we go. That has got everything all planned and all the variables inserted. we're just overhead France at the minute, so it shouldn't take too long before we start our descent. Well, approximately in another 50 miles or so. Hey guys, it's going to be the last flight we actually do with this throttle, unfortunately. Obviously if anyone's interested, for you to reach out and we can always come up with some form of deal. I'm actually a little bit excited to land in a bit of dodgy weather because, generally speaking, most of the time the weather's okay. Obviously, for a while it's not okay. Got an aircraft just below us as well. There's got an aircraft behind us as well, which we need to keep an eye on. I'm not sure if we can make out. Is it the same level? See him somewhere. Just need to be a little bit cautious with the jersey. Quite far away. Yeah, it's a little way away. So we're about 70 miles or so to the top of the descent, somewhere around there. We've been flying for 1 hour 37 minutes. We left stand 1 hour 42 minutes ago. Obviously we've been streaming a lot longer than that. So I think what we'll do, we're going to be a bit cheaper. We're going to do a direct combo. Just try and keep that. So we're pretty much going to go fly overhead Jersey. I don't think we may just make out Jersey actually off to the left hand side. I'll look see if we can. Yeah, it's Jersey Airport we've got there over to the left hand side, where the lovely controller is. Glenn, I think his name is. He's quite often always over here. So obviously the UK at the minute has been completely battered by rain and snow, so we're just keeping an eye on all this, looking on the weather. We're pretty much just following that weather front all across to the left of us. Thankfully, we're okay. Let's have a quick look for our go around procedure, because there is a good chance we could have a go around today with the fact with the weather, to be honest. So in case we missed approach, you want to be climbing to 3,000 feet straight ahead until passing 2,000 or 1 DME. India whiskey. Inbound, whichever is later, then make a left turn on 178 degrees and direct ATC. Also, if there's no ATC, we'll just make a left turn, pull it back towards Mayfield and go for a second approach. One thing we are going to do is we're going to darken our cockpit a little bit. Check the sea in a second. We're going to get the cockpit a little bit darker, so a little bit brighter in here. Get some lighting on here as well. This is just for the minute, just while we're getting ourselves all set up ready for this next approach. So Bear with me a second, I'm going to turn the actual lighting down blue. Like I say, we can do this and we can pop some lighting on it there for the minute. Let's see how we go. So it's not too bad for you guys, hopefully it's a little bit better. So we're just literally following this weather front. It's over to the left of us. So I think that's hopefully a few of you back for the landing. I appreciate a lot of people do tend to disappear as we sort of proceed through the flight. And to be expected in a way. There we go, we sort of do these to support the stream through the flight. And to be expected. Yeah, no, it's back there. I have just seen it, so I'm just in the process of sorting this out a moment. Oh, yeah, you don't have that option in there. You do have the Fenix A320, don't you, as an add-on aircraft? Because if you don't have the Fenix in there, it should show up in that column on the right. I don't know if it's compatible with any other plane other than the Fenix, I don't know. It should be compatible though. It should be compatible. So we're going to pop, now it's getting dark, we're going to actually pop the main strobes on. Going to get the wing lights on as well. Stop that lesson very, very shortly. Right, 20 miles to go. Could always start it now in actual fact. So basics, we want to be at 18,000 feet basics. Managed speed. That gets our restriction at tilt 2. So this is where we could get a little bit of a few lumps and bumps, so we need to just keep it on. Also we'll keep an eye on the latest ATIS as well. Make sure that is okay. And so there's a little bit of weather, so we could anticipate actually using the wipers for the first time ever. So 28,000 feet descending, obviously. Yeah, cabin. People are still not reading their books. Just roll up to it, let's have a look to it. Got his iPad, well half of his iPad, the rest in the seat. There's a lot of iPad people, isn't there? People reading. Oh, he's got his Nintendo Switch on. She's having a good read of our little magazine. It's good with the variation of everything though. He's having a drink without having the can open. What's going on? These guys are having a seat. I don't know how they're sitting. They're hovering. Let's have a look through the next. There we go. People just sat here chilling. So we've got Gatwick radar now online. Wonderful. Which makes our life a little bit easier. So 126825 should be the first point of contact that we'll have. We're also going to have another quick gander at the later date. It's hopefully still hotel. Which is visibility is 4,000 meters. So the minute we've got no visibility of anything. So we've got Southampton and probably the Isle of Wight just in front of us. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, that's the Isle of Wight we've got in front of us down here. He can have the terrain on navigation display on his side. So we're proceeding beautifully, really. First restriction, really, like I say, is told to max speed of 250 knots. At this where it starts slowing us down a little bit. So let's just have a quick look at the fuel page as well, make sure there's no surprises there. We've probably not got much in the centre tank now. So we can actually turn off the centre tank pumps and have them both off. And we'll just have a quick look at the company message. It'll probably be our assigned stand number. So we've got a telex there. You've been provisionally given stand number 20. So we've got, just gonna pop that on here. And then just gonna have a quick look on the chart to see roughly where stand 20 is. And Gatwick want to speak to us as well. So stand number 20 is right on the south terminal.
The standard 509, a hold short of Romeo, contact Gatwick ground on 121.805. Have a good evening.
Hold short Romeo and contact Gatwick ground, London 529. Thank you, bye.
Gatwick, good afternoon. Channel 97 Tango's with you, descending flight level 130 to be level with tail 2.
Which going Delta Tango, climb now, flight level 170.
170, right, great.
So next line, 7 Tango, get all direct, good evening, landing runway 26 left, no delay, information, hotel, descend flight level 100.
Information hotel 26 left and descending 100, just be Channel 97 Tango. So open climb at 100. Hopefully our speed will come back a touch as well.
210, flight heading 325, descend flight level 80. Air France 210, turn right heading 325, descend flight level 80.
Descend over 325 and turn right heading. Can you repeat please? Sorry.
Turn right heading 325, descend flight level 80.
Only turning 325 now, thanks for that.
British 1 Delta Charlie behind next landing, British Airways A320 on a 4 mile final, right Alpha, correction line, right Alpha 1 line up runway 26 left behind.
Gatwick direct, so was that a British 2 Lima Charlie or British 1 Delta
Airways
Charlie?
A320 on a 3 mile final, climb right 1 line up runway 26 left behind.
So seatbelts on, got the cabin secure for landing.
Sorry, British 2 Lima Charlie, my apologies. Behind next landing, British Airways A320 on a 3 mile final, via Mike 1 line up runway 26 left behind.
Line up 26 left behind, landing British Airways A320, British 2 Lima Charlie.
Seabed 113, runway 26 left, clear to land, surface wind 180 degrees at 13, gust wind 23 knots. Seabird 113, runway 26 left, clear to land, surface wind 180 degrees at 13, gust wind 23 knots. The 84 November Golf, welcome to Gatwick, second right Juliet, hold short Romeo.
British 1 Delta Charlie with you, Mike 1.
British 1 Delta Charlie, got direct good evening, number 2, March.
If you carry on using your mobile phone to flight mode, please switch off the multiple any large devices.
When you're ready, fasten your seatbelt tight and low around your waist. Fold away your tray table and cup holder and put your armrests on.
So we'll get Gatwick grounds tuned in 121.805.
Gatwick direct 319 Papa Kilo, with direct Holly with you, flight level 180.
819 Papa Kilo, go direct, so good evening. It is landing runway 26 left, no delay, information hotel, 1223.
Book 1223, information from hotel, landing no delay, runway 26 left, 19 Papa Kilo.
EGKK November Golf Short Romeo, contact ground 121-805, good evening. Short Romeo, Air France 21037, track miles, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH is 1008.
Fenix watching your receipt and descending to
So, landing lights on, please.
British 2 Lima Charlie, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff, circle 1800 degrees at 13, gusting 23 knots.
Clear for takeoff, 26 left, British 2 Lima Charlie.
Easy 19 Papa Golf, descend flight level 90. Easy 19 Papa Kilo, descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90 to 19.
Fenix 97 Tango, fly heading 070 degrees, descend flight level 80.
070 degrees and flight level 80, Chinese 97 Tango.
Seabed 113, welcome to
Open
Gatwick,
descent
welcome
070 degrees
Romeo.
and 8,000 feet set.
Cabin crew in 10 minutes to landing.
British 1 Delta Charlie via Mike 1, line up runway 26 left.
Line up 26 left, British 1 Delta Charlie.
Approach checklist, QNH 1008, seabeds on minimums of 396 minimums, sorry, auto brake low engine mode selector norm. Let's check this real quick.
Foxtrot Gatwick direct, good evening, landing runway 26 left, mode lay information hotel, port 5636.
So we're going to get vectors.
Landing runway 26 left, mode lay information hotel, Corking 5636. Easy to the new Foxtrot.
Air France 210, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Air France 210 breaking up, can you repeat that?
Descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Descending to 4,000 feet, Air France 210.
British 2 Lima Charlie, report passing altitude.
Passing 3,000, British 2 Lima Charlie.
British 2 Lima Charlie, thank you, climb now, flight level 160.
Flight level 160, speed, British 2 Lima Charlie.
Easy 19 Papa Kilo, descend flight level 80.
Down to 80, easy 19 kilo.
So we've got 40 odd knots.
Air France
Tailwind of the
210, turn left, heading to 90 degrees.
Turn left, turning 290 degrees, Air France 210.
Fenix 97 Tango, 37 track miles, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1008.
So the 6,000, QNH 1008, Chinese 97 Tango.
Easy 7 Lima Foxtrot, descend flight level 90.
Descending 90, easy to the new Foxtrot.
Seabed 113, hold short of Romeo, contact ground 121.805, good evening.
So, coming to 2 hours now.
Seabed 113, contact ground 121.805.
So we should get another left turn in a second. Got 1,000 feet to go.
97 Tango, turn left, heading 050 degrees, descend to altitude 5,000 feet.
Left 050, descending 5,000, Chinese 97 Tango.
Easy 19 Papa Kilo, fly heading 060 degrees.
Sliding 060 degrees, easy 19 altitude.
Easy 7 Lima Foxtrot, descend flight level 80.
Descending 80, easy to the new Foxtrot.
Air France 210, you are currently, you need to be maintaining altitude of 3,000 feet.
Copy, maintaining 3,000 feet, Air France 210.
Landing system active.
Air France 210, when you're present heading when established with the localizer runway 26 left, descend the glide path. British 1 Delta Charlie, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff, best wind 180 degrees at 13, gusting 23 knots.
Take off, British 1 Delta Charlie.
Fenix 97 Tango, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, speed 220 knots.
220 knots, sun descending 4,000, Chinese 97 Tango.
Easy 19 Papa Kilo, speed 250 knots.
Speed 250, easy 19 Papa Kilo.
Box 1.
France 210, speed 180 knots or greater, maintain to 6 DME.
Speed 180 and maintain 6 DME, French 1 go.
British 2 Lima Charlie, Monty Unicom 122.8, good evening.
Unicom 122.8, thank you, 2 Lima Charlie.
Gatwick select, hello, Redlands 4457.
Rednose 4457, Gatwick direct, good evening. It's landing runway 26 left node, lay information hotel, support 646.
Cabin crew seats for landing, please.
Information hotel on board, landing 26 left,
We'll get a little bit bumpy, so we'll get them nice and
Rednose 4457.
secured earlier on.
Director, good evening, EZ18 Echo Romeo descending through 15,000.
Rednose 4457, descend flight level 80.
Send 80457.
France 210, you've gone through localizer, turn left, heading 230 degrees to establish.
Turning left, heading 30 degrees to establish the Paris Air France 1.
So next 97 Tango, turn left, heading 340 degrees, speed 180 knots.
That's 340 degrees and 180 knots. Turn us on something.
Easy 9 Papa Kilo, you've got 47 trap miles, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH is 1008.
76,000, QNH 1008.
Easy 7 Lima Foxtrot, fly heading 075.
Sure, said 340
Flying
degrees.
heading 075, Easy 7 in a Foxtrot.
Easy 19 Papa Kilo, speed 200 knots.
Speed 200 knots, Easy 19 kilo.
Box 2.
British 1 Delta Charlie, report your parking altitude.
British 1 Delta Charlie passing 3,600.
British 1 Delta Charlie, thank you, climb now, flight level 140.
1401 Delta Charlie.
British 555 Whiskey, fully ready to departure.
Just 55 Alpha Whiskey, Gatwick direct secured, evening via Mike 1, line up, runway 26 left.
Line up and wait, 26 left, Air Mike 1, British 55 Alpha Whiskey.
France 210, descend to altitude 2,000 feet, third with glide path.
Descending 2,000 feet and on the glide path, temperature zone.
Easy 19 Papa Kilo, descend to altitude 5,000 feet.
Descend 5,000, Easy 19 Papa Kilo.
So next 97 Tango, turn left, heading 290 degrees, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, when established with localizer, runway 26 left, descend the glide path.
Left 290, descend to 3000 and cleared for the ILS and descend with the glide. Channel is something.
Easy 18 Echo Romeo, descend flight level
So
1, descend flight level 120.
Cat 3 Dual, AP1, AP2.
120, Easy 18 Echo Romeo.
Yeah, no worries, but I'll check once we've landed.
D7 Lima Foxtrot, speed 220 knots.
So, hopefully we'll get the localizer in a second.
Easy 19 Papa Kilo, turn left, heading 015.
Turn left, heading 015, Easy 19 Papa Kilo.
British 55 Alpha Whiskey, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff, surface wind 180 degrees at 13, gusting 23 knots.
Clear for takeoff, 26 left, British 55 Alpha Whiskey.
3000 blue.
Channel 97 Tango, speed 160 knots, maintain to 4 DME.
160 to 4, channel stands on finger.
Easy
160.
19 Papa Kilo, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, speed 180 knots.
Then 4,000 QNH, correction, speed 180.
Pitch is on.
Rednose 4457, turn right, heading 275.
Right turn 275, 4457.
Lockstar.
British 1 Delta Charlie, continue to climb, flight level 170.
1701 Delta Charlie.
So we cleared 160 until 4
Easy
DME.
19 Papa Kilo, turn left, heading 345.
Turn left, heading 345, Easy 19 Papa Kilo. Air France 210, establish LH, 260.
Air France 210, runway 26 left, clear to land, surface wind 180 degrees at 13, gusting 24 knots.
Clear to land, runway 26 left, Air France 10.
Easy 19 Papa Kilo, descend to altitude 3,000 feet and confirm your speed is 18 knots.
Yeah, we've just been trying to slow down because we're descending, but descend.
So we've got a 51 knot crosswind at the moment.
Rednose 4457,
We are established on the
miles,
ILS.
descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH is 1008, speed 250 knots.
Descend our altitude 6,000 feet to 50 knots, Rednose 4457. British 55 Whiskey, Airborne passing 3,000.
British 55 Alpha Whiskey, thank you. Flying now, flight level 170.
170, British 55 Alpha Whiskey.
A little bit, probably. So may have to leave the autopilot on a little bit longer than normal. We'll probably should disconnect before we go to an auto land anyway, but.
Easy 19 Papa Kilo, turn left heading 29 degrees. When established with the localizer, runway 26 left, descend the glide path.
So we plan to vacate at Foxtrot Romeo, in which case we'll make a right hand turn to 08 left, and then because of the standard being given, we should be pretty much given permission to pretty much continue the whole way. Either that, we could actually vacate and then go on to Juliet and actual fact, because then it'll be pretty much a straight taxi. We'll see what they say.
Easy 18 Echo Romeo, descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90, easy 18 Echo Romeo.
Easy 19 Papa Kilo, speed 160 knots, maintain 40.
So you're going to get the gear down?
160 till 4,
Gear down.
British 1 Delta Charlie, Monty Unicom 122.8, have a good evening.
Configured a little bit earlier.
Bye-bye.
Class
Easy
3.
18 Echo Romeo, turn right heading 250 degree.
Right heading 250, easy 18 Echo Romeo.
And flight's full. So, fair way off for the minute. So hopefully the wind will settle a little bit. So we've got another 2 miles until we go to managed approach speed. Checked. So landing checklist please. Go around altitude 3000 is set, cabin is ready.
Easy 7 Lima Foxtrot, board 2, track miles, descend to altitude 6000.
Ecam and memo, landing no blue.
40 track miles, heading 060HH1008, easy 7 Lima Foxtrot.
Easy 18 Echo Romeo, passing flight level 100, speed 220 knots.
Passing flight level 100, speed 220 knots, easy 18 Echo Romeo.
Red nose 4457.
So we've got 1 mile to go until we can get to minute approach speed.
74,000, red nose 4457.
So we should get a landing clearance shortly.
Station calling Gatwick direct to readability.
Managed approach speed.
Static. British 55 Alpha Whiskey, Montinicom 122.8, have a good evening.
Unicom 128, British 55 Alpha Whiskey, good day.
Next line 7 Tango, runway 26 left, clear to land, circles 180 degrees at 13, gusting 24 knots.
Channel 97 Tango, cleared land, 26 left.
Air France 210, welcome to Gatwick, second right Juliet, hold short of Romeo.
Hold short of Romeo, Air France 20, yes.
1000.
Checked.
Easy 7 Lima Foxtrot, turn left, heading 045.
No visual at the moment.
Heading left 045, easy 7 Lima Foxtrot.
34
Easy
knots.
18 Echo Romeo, descend flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80, easy 18 Echo Romeo.
Nose is coming in.
Gatwick, approach speed, Vessel 2 Bravo with you, flight level 150.
Vessel 42 Bravo, Gatwick direct this evening, landing runway 26 left, no delay information India, descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90 and information India is current, Steve Vessel 2 Bravo.
So we can leave the autopilot on a little bit longer.
2 Alpha Lima, your readability is currently 0. Can you make sure your microphone's plugged in and set up please, because I think that might be the issue.
400.
Manual flight.
300. 100 above.
Land.
200. Minimum.
Continue.
Easy 7 Lima Foxtrot, descend to altitude 5,000 feet.
100.
5000, easy 7 Lima Foxtrot.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Pitch.
Go around.
Retard.
Mantoga, SRS, go around track. B1 rotate.
87 Lima Foxtrot, turn left, heading 345, base turn.
345 base turn.
Positive flying clear up. Cadets 97 Tango going around.
7 descent to altitude 3,000 feet when established with localizer, runway 26 left, descend the glide path.
Was that for Fred 457?
Confirm.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Fenix 97 Tango, proceed going around, turn, when able, turn left, heading 170 degrees, climb to altitude 4,000 feet.
4,000 feet and left to 170 degrees, Chennai Star Tango.
Gotcha, HDD 62 Alpha Lima, right check.
Up 0.
CG 62 Alpha Lima, got direct, good evening, your readability is 5 for 5.
5, thank you.
Just climb.
62 Alpha Lima, Sport 5335, landing 26 left, naval information, India.
Squawking 5335 and expect landing 180 left, SRH India, left.
Go with director, hello, 829, level 140 descending.
So he was a little bit high on the approach there, and we was just floating.
19, Papa Kilo, runway 26 left, clear to land, surface wind 180 degrees, 13, left to 24 knots.
Successfully to land if you want, Papa Kilo.
Yeah, obviously it was a little bit breezy on the approach.
Turn left, heading 285, speed 180 knots.
Turn left 285, speed 180,
Easy 18 Echo right, turn left, correction, turn right, heading 360 degrees, descend to altitude 6,000 feet.
So apologies guys.
008.
Right, heading 360, descend 6,000 feet, easy 18 from Echo Romeo.
Channel 97 Tango, turn left, heading 090 degrees.
Left 090 degrees, Chennai Star Tango.
Easy 1289, a descend, flight level 80.
So you'll ask for a reason in a minute of the reason for the go around, and obviously that was because we were outside the touchdown zone.
7574, got a directed, good evening. Due to your height, you're going to have to hold at Willow, the left hand turn as published, descend flight level 100.
So I think what went wrong there was a little bit too high on the approach, and obviously because of the winds, we was gusting like 24 knots. It just kept us flaring. So we need to make sure to get the nose down a little bit earlier. So pretty much ready for the approach again. So approach checklist please. Sparrow 1008, seatbelts on, minimums of 396. Minimum, auto brake is going to be low, engine mode select to normal.
1, decimal 805. Thank you very much for your help today. Yeah,
I'm also not very good at go-arounds in fairness.
Again, the engine again, speed to the now. In 60 Alpha.
6 travelling, confirm heading 085.
Heading 085, I think.
So next 97 Tango. Turn right, heading 003.
Say again, 97 Tango.
Romeo, turn left, heading 345.
Left heading 345, easy 18 Romeo.
So next 97 Tango, turn right, heading 100 degrees.
Right, 100, Chennai Star Tango.
19 Papa Kilo, taxi right Juliet, hold short Romeo.
Right Juliet, hold short Romeo, easy 19 Papa Kilo.
Yeah, go-arounds are a little bit tricky.
Altitude 4,000 feet, speed 180 knots.
So he'll get us in for the approach again, I'm sure.
Speed 180, 18 Romeo.
Easy 7 Lima Foxtrot, speed 180 knots, maintain to 6 BME.
Speed 180 knots, 6 BME,
Easy 1289, flying heading of 325, speed 220 knots.
We just floated, I don't know if you saw the landing there Patrick, but we proper floated, which is not good.
62 Alpha Lima, descend
Really not good.
6,000 feet, QNH 1008.
I was confident we'd get it down then as well.
Gary Director, Easy 8721, holding Alpha 3.
Easy 8721, roger behind next landing Norwegian, Boeing 737-800 on 5 mile final via Alpha 1, line up runway 26 left behind.
Kind of behind the approach.
So he's going to get us, hopefully...
Easy 18 Echo Romeo, turn left heading 290 degrees, when established with the localizer, runway 26 left, descend with the glide path.
Turn left 290, when established, descend on the glide, easy 18 Echo Romeo.
Rednose 4457, runway 26 left, clear to land, verticals 180 degrees at 13, gusting 24 knots.
Clear to land, Rednose 457.
This is 19 Papa Kilo, contact ground 121.805, good evening.
121.805, thanks for taking 197.
Fenix 97 Tango, turn left, heading 035, speed 200 knots.
Left 035 and this reducing to 200. Cheers. Nice, nice, I'll take it.
Easy 1289, turn right, heading 020 degrees, descend 1226.
So 030
H1008.
200 knots. So he's gonna probably gonna slot us in, I'd imagine, just behind that second aircraft. I guess.
Foxtrot, speed 180 knots, maintain 60 ME.
It'll do it automatically, so it'll put the routing in for your go around automatically. It's just making sure you already brief it and you know it. So it's on your Navigraph charts.
Easy 18 Echo Romeo, speed 180 knots, maintain.
Obviously, because we've got ATC on, we can pretty much follow it ourselves.
18 Echo Romeo.
Channel X97 Tango, speed 180 knots.
Reducing 180, Channel X97 Tango.
Easy 1289 and speed 200 knots.
So flaps 2. Speed 2 flaps 2.
Carter hello from Jet2 Papa's holding up, ready for departure.
There's your from the flight deck. Apologies about that. Was a poor approach due to the wind, so we're just going around for another approach. Should be on the ground in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Easy 97 Tango, turn left, heading 010 degrees. Fenix 97 Tango, turn left, heading 010 degrees.
Left 010 degrees, Chinese 97 Tango.
Easy 1289 and turn left, heading 360.
I thought that was for us anyway, but obviously it's unusual to get two call signs the same. I'm a bit annoyed about.
Easy 62 Alpha Lima, turn left, heading 040 degrees.
Left, careful, the skate.
So we'll activate the approach. That's
Fenix 97 Tango, turn left, heading 295 when established with the localizer, runway 26 left, send with the glide path.
Left 295 and then clear for the approach. Chinese 97 Tango.
Easy 1289, turn left, heading 340 degrees, descend fast, 4,000 feet.
340, descend 4,000.
Shanx 97 Tango, speed 160 knots, maintain to 4 DME.
160 to 4, Chinese 97 Tango.
Easy 8721, runway 26
so,
left,
Lockstar.
Takeoff, vertical 180 degrees at 13, gusting 24 knots.
Clear to take off, 26 left, easy 8721.
Easy 4457, taxi Juliet, hold short of Romeo, contact ground 121.805, good evening.
Juliet, hold short of Romeo, and then on to ground 121.805. Many thanks for your service, 12457.
Seabird 42 Bravo, turn left, heading 105, descend flight level 80.
Turn left, heading 105.
Easy 1289 and speed 160 knots.
160 knots, you can do.
Captain Director, hello, Wizgo 5808, passing flight level 140.
So we should be capturing the glide slope in a second.
We'll call you back in a second. Freight from Jet 901 Papa behind next landing Jet A320 on a 4-mile final via Alpha 1 line up runway 26 left behind.
Okay, via Alpha 1 line up will be behind the next landing, use Jet A320 go.
So we're on the localizer now.
Easy 1289 turn left heading 285 when established with the localizer runway 26 left, then glide path.
Obviously no visual at the minute. Visibility is pretty poor today.
Easy 7 Lima Foxtrot, runway 26 left, clear to land, destined 180 degrees at 13, dusting 24 knots.
Clear to land, runway 26 left, Easy 7 Lima Foxtrot.
Easy 62 Alpha Lima, speed 180 knots, turn left, heading at 010 degrees.
Speed 18 knots and left 101 degrees.
Like 50 knot headwind at the minute. It's crazy. Crazy winds. So there's about a 5 mile separation between us and the other aircraft. So we're cleared, obviously, for the approach. We're to maintain 160 until 4 DME from the airport. We're now on glide slope star. So we can vaguely see the other aircraft in front of us. Once we get to around 2,500-ish, we'll get the gear down. And we can extend the flaps further.
EV871, you've missed the turn.
Cabin crew seats for landing, please.
075, flying flight level 130.
Right, heading 075, climb flight level 130, apologies for that, 871.
Channel X97 Tango, speed 160 knots, maintained to 4 DME.
160 4, Channel X97 Tango.
EV1289, speed 160 knots, maintained to 4 DME.
160 knots, maintained to 40 meters.
EV62 Alpha Lima. EV62 Alpha Lima, turn left, heading 295, speed 160 knots, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Left 196 degrees, speed 160 knots and descend 4,000 feet.
EV18 Echo Romeo, reduce the final approach speed.
Final approach speed, 1 Echo Romeo.
Alpha Kilo 7574, descend flight level 80, fly heading of 075.
So let's get the gear down.
EV18 Echo Romeo, go around, say again, go around, acknowledge.
Go around, EZ18 Echo Romeo.
EV18 Echo Romeo, when able turn left, heading 210 degrees, climb to altitude 4,000 feet.
When able turn left 4,000 feet, EZ18 Echo Romeo.
EV7 Lima Foxtrot, fly runway heading, climb to altitude 6,000 feet.
So the aircraft in front of us is just going around. That's, we're guessing, because of traffic on the runway.
Wisco 5808, descend flight level 80, hold at timber, right hand turns as published.
Descend level 80, hold timber right, Wisco 5808.
EV18 Echo Romeo, avoiding action, turn left, heading 180 degrees, climb to altitude 4,000 feet.
Left 180, 4,000 feet, EZ18 Echo Romeo.
P70 Foxtrot, going around.
Flaps 3.
Yeah, EV7 Lima Foxtrot, roger, fly runway heading, climb to altitude 6,000 feet.
Runway heading, climbing 6,000 feet, Foxtrot.
EV8721, resume main navigation direct dagger.
Resume main navigation direct dagger, EZ8721.
EV62 Alpha
Speed
Lima,
full.
turn left, heading 260 degrees.
And in a second, we've got 1 mile to go until we can go to final approach.
EV8721, monitor Unicorn 122.8.
122.8, EZ8721, thanks, bye.
EV18 Echo Romeo, climb to altitude 6,000
So there's a bit of turbulence around the foot of the
Climb
runway.
6,000 feet, EZ18 Echo Romeo.
Reduce the minimum approach speed. So 40 odd knots.
84 Tango, roger, break. EV7 Lima Foxtrot, turn left, heading 170 degrees. EV7 Lima Foxtrot, turn left, heading 170 degrees.
Turn left 170 degrees, Foxtrot.
So let's try again.
901 Papa, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff, distance 180 degrees at 13, gusting 24 knots, traffic 3 mile final.
Okay, clear takeoff, runway 26 left, 901 Papa.
1,000. Wisco 5808, stop the descent, flight level 90.
Stopping flight level 90, Wisco 5808.
There's no go around.
Seabed 42 Bravo, turn left, heading 065, speed 220 knots.
Turn left heading at 065 and speed 220 knots, speedbird 42 Bravo.
EG62 Alpha Lima, turn left, heading 235, when established with the localizer, runway 26 left, descend the glide path.
So landing checklist, go around 3,000 feet. Cabin is ready. Ikamomo, landing no blue.
Seabed 7574, fly heading 030 degrees, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1008.
Oh wow. This wind's proper throwing us about here.
Seabed 42 Bravo, 32 track miles, descend to altitude descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH is 1008.
Descend altitude 4,000 feet and QNH is 1008, speedbird 40 Bravo.
EV18 Echo Romeo, fly heading 075.
That sounds on time, we're clear to land.
18 Echo Romeo.
Channel 97 Tango, runway 26 left, clear to land, circling 180 degrees at 13, gusting 24 knots.
Clear to land, channel 97 Tango. Manual flight.
On Jet 901 Papa, climb now, flight level 130.
Flight level 130 from Jet 901 Papa.
20,
Seabird 42 Bravo, speed 180 knots.
180 knots, speed 42 Bravo.
Transport is.
Speed 18 Echo Romeo, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220 knots, 18 Echo Romeo.
Green brake. Ooh, wow.
Easy 7 Lima Foxtrot, turn left, heading 100
That was a
degrees,
horrendous
speed
landing.
220 knots.
Manual braking.
Left 100, speed 200, speed 220, knots to 7 Foxtrot.
Easy 1289, runway 26 left, clear to land, surface. No, actually, disregard, just continue approach. Easy 43 Tango behind next landing, Jet2 A320, currently on a 4-mile final, line up by Alpha 1, line up, runway 26 left behind.
Left runway 26 left behind traffic.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're sure
Seabird
you
42
can't
Bravo,
wait to
turn
enjoy
left,
your
heading
holiday. But for
345.
now, you must stay
Turn left heading at 345.
Well, that was some landing. That was definitely not a safe landing.
75740,
Probably isn't either way, so.
Some things may not move during flight.
So we're going to continue on to Julia. After landing, radar update windshield system is off after landing complete.
Seabird 42 Bravo, descend 523,000 feet.
Descend 3,000 feet, speed 40 Bravo.
Easy 62 Alpha Lima, speed 160 knots, maintain to 4 DME.
160 knots, maintaining 4 DME.
Easy 1289, the runway 26 left, clear to land, circling 180 degrees at 13, gusting 24 knots.
Clear to land 26 left, 229, thank you.
Traffic first, let's go to Chopper Whiskey with you passing flight level 110.
On 145, startup complete, request push.
Easy 301, stand 145, push and start approved, face east.
Push and start approved, facing east, you 301.
Right, channel 97 Tangos with you on Julia.
Chanix 907 Tango, continue taxi on Juliet, hold short, Romeo.
Juliet, hold short, Romeo, time, it's 97 Tango. Oh, I hate to see what the landing rate was. It wasn't so much that, we seemed to just lose complete control. This is another reason why I do want some new rudder pedals, because these ones, I don't feel very connected with them, if I'm honest. I always feel like I'm fighting. Whereas it'd be nice to have some nice force feedback pedals at some point. But we're down on the ground, that's the main thing, somehow. I don't know if you saw it just before we touched down, the wind speeds were dreadful, absolutely dreadful. If I'm honest, if I wouldn't have been busted into the toilet, I would have probably considered actually going divert into our alternate at Stansted. But there we go. So we're 2 minutes post landing. And AP is available. So let's have the elect pump on and engine master number 2 to the off position, please. Engine master 2 off. So for anyone watching, close your eyes when you watch that landing. Wow, that must have been a... I wouldn't want to be in the back for that, put it that way.
Easy 678 Papa, taxi holding point Alpha 3 via Papa and Alpha November.
Taxi to holding point Alpha 3 via Papa and Alpha November, Easy 678 Papa.
Ground Easy 301, I need a few minutes where I am at the minute, is that going to cause issues for you?
Easy 301, no that's okay, I'll work around it.
Thank you, sir.
So clear to the next waypoint at the minute, which onto Romeo. There's another aircraft in front of us, that's why I think. Hopefully he's not dead in front of us. Looks like he's pointing the other direction. Yeah, it was a proper fighting with the stick job.
Ground to Larry, John to 9, vacate 26 left, being instructed to hold up Romeo, only 0
Easy 1289, the Gatwick ground, hello. Taxi to stand 112 via Romeo and Lima.
112 Romeo Lima, thank you very much, even tonight.
That's the EasyJet in front of us at the minute, so...
And ground 301 for taxi.
Easy 301, taxi holding point Mike 1 via Juliet, Zulu and Mike.
Juliet, Zulu and Mike, hold Mike 1, short of runway 26 left, Easy 301.
Hopefully with the new throttles as well we'll feel a little bit better. Taking more manual control with that as well.
Easy 678 Papa, contact Gatwick Director 126.825, bye bye.
Over to Director 126.825, Easy 678 Papa, thank you for service, have a nice day, bye-bye.
Break plans, 2 minutes. Channel 97 Tango, hold short Romeo.
Channel 97 Tango, yeah. After the EasyJet A320 taxis in front of you from right to left, continue taxi to stand 20 via Juliet.
After the EasyJet, continue taxi to 20 via Juliet, Channel 97 Tango. So this, we'll take this opportunity in a minute then. So what's on 20, Pier 2.
Easy ground, Easy 301. I'm very familiar with the SMR, but I just want to check here on the ground. I'm going the right way, am I right?
East 301, A5. Mike is the second right.
Thank you, sir. As I say, very familiar with it, but not in the pilot setting.
And Easy 301, contact Gatwick Director 126.825, bye-bye.
So pretty much continue taxi all the way into Juliet, and it's a little bit of a dog leg left turn.
Thank you very much for your help, and I'll talk to you a little bit later. Bye now.
I don't think it's controller, is it? He's always really lovely. Oh, Craig. That's it. Yeah, he's always really friendly, to be fair.
Roger, that's it.
Another aircraft's coming in. I think there's been quite a few go-arounds today. Ten past 6 already. So apologies it took a little while, guys. Obviously we didn't expect to have to do a go-around. It's a good job we briefed it though, especially with how the wind is. I won't be surprised if this aircraft's probably doing the same as well, to be honest. It just depends. They're not very stable, these planes today. It's just getting your nose down, that's the issue. Brake plans can come up for the time being, so just continue to Juliet, and we have to stand at number 20, which is about the 4th on the left. So we'll tell you what our touchdown rate was. I don't know how horrific it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be great because the. So we're at to start number 20. So I can see 24's title. Let's have a 22, and now it's going to be 20, I guess. So we've got a jetway.
Ground frigate, it is. Start following my hotel for me.
22, and the next stamp is 20.
EZ62 Alpha Lima, taxi stand 106 via Romeo and Kilo.
Stage 106 via Romeo and Kilo. It's not
I think I was drowned. I'm sorry about that. You don't deny the right to stand moment 2, make sure to give Gatwick the right strap like after sign. Goodbye.
Will do, sir.
So, engine AP is available, engine master 1 off.
Gatwick ground, Evo 42 Bravo with you, taxi and hold short, Romeo.
Parking checklist, parking brake trucks set, engines off, wing lights off, and fuel pumps can now come off, parking checklist complete. Flow norm. So guys, thank you very much for joining us on this very bumpy, interesting flight. Have enjoyed it. We'll just have a quick look at the touchdown rate for you guys. Complete now. Let's have a look at the review. Like I said, the touchdown rate is going to be horrendous, I think. Well, actually, it's not too bad. The actual touchdown rate is okay, 148.9. Obviously, the fact that we pretty much, well, we nearly didn't make it for a second time. Yeah. So guys, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for all the subscribers and all the support. I'll speak to you later in the week, all of you, and take care and say goodbye for now.